Hello and welcome to another session sneak peek for our upcoming Get Good at Business, the virtual summit for entrepreneurs to get good at business so they can get back into the heart of why they got into business in the first place. And this 2-day incredible event happening April 17th and 18th, we have a series of amazing speakers, one of which is joining me here today, Miss Andrea Isaacs. Andrea, thank you so much for joining us today.
Great to be here. Thanks for having me.
So I am super excited for your session because it is all about emotional mastery and intuition for business owners. And what I love is that you say in your session description, intuition isn't just woo-woo. Research shows that intuitive leaders make quicker, more confident decisions, identify opportunities, drive innovation, and align their actions with purpose, saving time and leading to stronger, more resilient businesses.
Absolutely. One of my most favorite stories about that is a company I worked with. It was a global ergonomic furniture company that was at the cutting edge of ergonomic furniture. And they found me, wanted me to come in and work with their senior leaders. Well, they obviously have a brilliance and they're innovative in their field. And when I look at their emotional mastery blueprint, which is a result of my EQ quiz, I could see why they were so innovative. And I could also see some of the challenges they had. Now, when I talk about intuition and higher self and purpose and all of that, sometimes I let those terms and definitions merge because it's hard to differentiate your higher self or your inner guidance or the God of your understanding or intuition. When you listen to that, when you're receptive enough to listen to that, you get access to really wise information. So each one of these people was kind of running not only in their zone of genius, but also with their unique sets of challenges. And so in working with them, I could see how they had slowed down in their innovation. And so the leader who really wanted to embrace all the possibilities, which is there's a brilliance in that, she wasn't really listening to her gut center in terms of what was actually possible, because our gut center is actually the physical center of our bodies. It's the source of any action we take. And so she was so consumed with her desire for ideas and innovation that she was neglecting the action. And other people, I mean, the whole team was so creative. They all had a similar problem. So looking at their blueprint, which is the emotional mastery piece of it, they were able to align their centers and actually access what's best for the company. And this download came. We put our arms around all the ideas and we choose and we take action. And they went back on the road of really innovating and made some new breakthroughs. And it really made a big difference in their company.
Oh, that's incredible. Well, I'm so excited for our attendees to be able to learn about that and learn about this and maybe get results similar to that incredible company. Because, of course, we are all about at the Get Good at Business Summit, right? The name says it all, right? We're all about practical strategies and actions that work, not just theory and like hoping and praying and saying, hey, this is what I think works, right? It's all about that. So I love that you share that story because it really highlights the power of emotional mastery and intuition for business owners, which of course is the subject of your session, which is on our first day of the summit happening April 17th. So I would love it if you'd be willing to share with us kind of how you came to the understanding of emotional mastery and intuition for business owners.
Well, they say that how we are in doing one thing is how we do everything. So I was having a sort of a personal crisis, I guess you could say, and I didn't know what to do. But you know what? When a lot of people are in that kind of situation and they don't know what to do, there's a part of them that does know.
Mm.
And so one of the things that has evolved for me is I access my higher self or my intuition, and I access my client's higher self, and they talk to each other. But anyway, during my own personal decision-making challenge, I sort of just intuitively created a process where I asked myself, I did a different approach, which I won't describe here. We're going to do it in my session. But I had a huge aha about what I absolutely 1,000% needed to do. And like ding, 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 ding was going off in my brain. It's like, oh my God, yes, that's exactly what I need to do. And I did it, and it was the exact right thing. And it was so exciting for me that it took me a while to realize other people need this too.
Mm.
Because when we access that part of ourselves or our intuition, and I used to think, I kind of like looked at others who had it with envy. Oh, I wish I had that kind of insight. In fact, I had one of my business coaches way back said, "Oh, listen to your own inner business guru. We all have one." And I'm like, "No, I don't." I thought, well, you know what? I believe it's true. And I found her, my inner business guru, because it's really a reflection of what my higher self has to say. You can call it insight or intuition. And that has been so helpful in decision making and knowing, am I on the right path here? Yes or no. And just being to be sure, because when we're on the right path and when we're aligned with our purpose, decisions are easier. We take action because we are so motivated. We just have to do this. It's not, I got to do this. You're
Mhm.
excited and you want to. You're motivated to just take action on behalf of your business, whatever it is you're here to do.
I love that. And for those of you watching, I think Andrea really honed in on something there with her own story of here's what I need to do next, right? There's all of these things, and you have that within you to know what the best next step is for you and for your business. So you want to make sure that you attend Andrea's session live because not only do you get to participate and learn from her all about emotional mastery and intuition for business owners like yourself, but also she is an expert in what she does. For over 30 years, 30 years, folks, she has empowered visionary business leaders and entrepreneurs to master the inner game of business so they can have clarity about their dreams, unlock their potential, and experience more vitality, visibility, and velocity in business and life. So, you want to make sure that you attend her session live, again, happening April 17th, the morning on the first day of this incredible summit, the Get Good at Business Summit. You want to make sure you attend live so you can be in her space to be able to ask her questions and, of course, participate in the session. But also, for one lucky live attendee, you have to be there live for Andrea's session. But for one lucky live attendee, Andrea is giving away something pretty phenomenal. Andrea, why don't you share with us what that is?
Yeah, thank you. It's called the Choice Program for Freedom and Impact. And I realized that emotional mastery, like, why do you want emotional mastery? What I've realized over time is when you are able to expand your emotional capacity and your emotional flexibility, you actually have a choice in your emotions. And that's what you learn in this program, how to choose your emotions. And why is that important? Because your emotions determine your mindset, and your mindset determines everything. From the mood you're in when you wake up in the morning, the decisions you make and the ones you don't make throughout the day, the actions you take and the ones you don't take throughout the day, the quality of your relationships, your business, and your life, and the mood you're in when you put your head down on the pillow at the end of the day. Emotions matter. So in this program, which is based initially on the Enneagram, which is a personality system, but it goes way beyond that because it's how to use this range of emotional capacities to be your best and highest self, no matter what, so that you make decisions that are aligned with who you are, with your purpose, with your vision, with what it is you want in your life. And it's because you'll be expanding your emotional capacity and your range. And when you're at that decision point or a fork in the road, you'll be able to find that alignment and choose on behalf of your best self. And I've added a few things that I don't usually do because everyone is unique, and you'll get much more out of the program when you talk with me. So it includes 5 group coaching sessions, and I threw in 2 more things again because everyone's unique, and I want you to get as much as you can out of this program so it makes a difference in your life. Not 1, but 2 private coaching sessions with me. So the value of that is $2,000, and this is free for one lucky winner.
One lucky winner. Such a great compliment to your session and such a great resource for that one lucky live attendee. So again, for those of you watching, you want to make sure you attend Andrea's session live so you have the chance to win that. You can be in her space and of course to participate in emotional mastery and intuition for business owners, which is her session happening the first day of the event, April 17th in our morning segment. So you want to make sure you attend live for the chance to win. So I know we've got you. You're like, I'm excited. I like what Andrea is saying. I want to learn these things. I want that chance to win. How do I actually attend live? You are going to go to summit.getgoodatbusiness.com. That's summit.getgoodatbusiness.com. And when you type in Andrea as the one who referred you, we have a big surprise. You actually can get your tickets for free. So you can get a ticket for you and for somebody else. If we all know other business owners who want to get good at business. So you can go to summit.getgoodatbusiness.com, type in Andrea as the one who referred you, and you can get your ticket for free. And of course, you can also get some tickets for some friends. So, Andrea, thank you so much for joining us today and giving us this session sneak peek. I'm super excited for your session and cannot wait for the Get Good at Business Summit. And for those of you watching, we're so excited for you to come and get good at business alongside us and your peers. So we hope to see you at the event. Again, it's the Get Good at Business Summit, April 17th and 18th. It's a virtual summit, so you can attend from your home. Go to summit.getgoodatbusiness.com, get your tickets, and Andrea and I will see you there.